Hey guys, my name is Caroline Ruby and welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys in my last vlog, which you can watch right up here, if you wanted to see some book content. I've recently gotten super into reading. I was obsessed with reading all through middle school. I read all of the big series like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Percy Jackson series, like anyone that you can name, I read it. Within my high school years though, I kind of fell off of my reading habits, but I'm happy to say the addiction of reading has come back to me. So today I'm going to be filming a June TBR video. So these are all the books that I am very much looking forward to reading in the month of June. So I've got 6 books here and I'm going to go through the order in which I want to read them. My current read is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm about halfway through and I think I can finish it today. This book is a great one if you're just looking for something to read easily by the pool. It's a super cute little romance book, sort of enemies to lovers kind of thing. So this one is very good. So the first book that I want to read in the month of June is Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is actually a sequel to a book I just read, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this is the second book in the series. This first book was basically a murder mystery slash thriller, and the main character Pip is investigating a closed murder case, and she starts off doing it for a school project, but then it transforms into something bigger. I gave this book 5 stars. It was really good, and it hooked me so much I read the entire thing in one day. Because that one was so good, I really want to read this one. So this is the sequel, and it has the same main character, Pip. In this one, she has a true crime podcast that goes viral, and then there's another disappearance, so of course she has to investigate that. So this is the first book I want to read on my TBR, and if you haven't read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I definitely recommend getting that one. The next book on my TBR is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I have heard so many good things about Colleen Hoover, and I know this sounds crazy, but I haven't read a single one of her books. I am very much looking forward to this one. Colleen mostly writes romances with complex backstories. So in this book, the main characters, Tate and Miles, have a no strings attached relationship. They're only hooking up and it's supposed to be a no feelings relationship. But as the book goes on, feelings start to develop, it becomes more complex, and overall this sounds like a really intriguing read, so I'm very much excited to read this. This next book is a recommendation from all over the internet and my best friends. Everyone who's read this says that they love it and it's really good. This is a thriller book and it is The Silent Patient. This is by Alex Michaelides. I hope I'm saying his last name right. So the main character, Alicia, is married to Gabriel. One night, Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times. This sounds like a spoiler, but it's not. So this woman murders her husband, and from then on she never speaks another word. Alicia is admitted to a psychiatric unit, and Theo Faber, who is a criminal psychologist, is determined to get her to talk again. This seems super interesting to me. When I was younger, I was super into thriller and horror books. I read loads of Stephen King and stuff like that, so I'm super excited for this one. This next one, every single person I know has read it but me. It is another Colleen Hoover book. It is her beloved It Ends With Us. This is all over social media, super highly reviewed, #1 New York Times bestseller. So the book's main characters are Lily and Riley. I think it's Riley, it might be Ryle. Basically they're complete opposites. Lily is super ambitious and driven, and Riley can be somewhat arrogant. They have a spark and start seeing each other. Riley is very assertive and stubborn, but he has a soft spot for Lily, and this is all about how their relationship unfolds and how it goes through struggles. I have very high hopes for this one with all of the good reviews I've read, so also very much looking forward to reading this one. This next one is by the same author that I'm reading right now. It is Beach Read by Emily Henry. So the main characters are Augustus and January, and they are both best-selling authors. They have neighboring beach houses and they meet each other, and basically they challenge each other to swap genres. Augustus writes literary fiction and January writes romance books. So they swap genres and they both have to write in each other's styles, and they're both to produce a book by the end of the summer. This is another romance. Apparently they slowly start to develop feelings for each other. The book I'm currently reading is also about authors slash editors. I kind of like reading the books about the behind the scenes of writing books, if that makes any sense. So these ones are authors, and in Book Lovers that I am currently reading, they're editors. I've just found that I really like that sort of character development, and I think this one will be really cute. And last but not least, the last book on my TBR has sold over 1 million copies, and it is a New York Times bestseller. This is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Basically, the main character, Evelyn Hugo, is a Hollywood icon, and she is ready to tell the story of her glamorous and scandalous life. Monique is the magazine reporter that chooses to cover this story, and basically this whole book is just Evelyn sitting down with Monique and telling her everything about her life. And throughout the book, it unfolds that Monique also has connections, and all the reviews say this is a very captivating and intriguing book. I think the style of this is is also really cool because we're reading it as we would in like a news report or something. Very interesting concept, and I'm super excited to read this. Alright, here's another quick rundown of my June TBR. We've got Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, Silent Patient by Alex Michaeldes, It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, Beach Read by Emily Henry, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Those are all of the books I'm super excited to read this month. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit of a different style than the videos that I've been making recently. I've been focusing a lot more on vlogs and lifestyle content, but books have become a big part of my life, and I want to share that with you guys. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you want me to make a video at the end of the month reviewing all the books that I read, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!